Fallen are ruthless scavengers, brutal and uncaring. They arrived on their massive catches in the wake of the collapse to loot and pillage the devastated worlds. They're a hint of ancient nobility to the Fallen. The Kells of their scattered houses still claim to be royalty, but they leave only grief and wreckage in their wake. Let's go over their units. They follow a strict hierarchy in soldiers, employing the lowest of their lows in the society, dregs. Dregs have their lower arms removed in a ritual of humiliation and obedience. They constantly seek to become the best of their kind so they may ascend the ladder and regrow their arms to become Vandals. Now, Vandals are the veterans, seasoned, experienced warriors who employ a variety of methods to end Guardians' lives. Stealth cloaks, arc blades, wire rifles, and any other number of horrifying weapons the Vanguard have yet to encounter. Captains, the commanders of the Fallen, carry the banner of their house. Ruthless, even to their own kind, they have been seen to kill lesser infantry for disobeying orders. A Baron is ranked even higher than a captain, and if they are encountered, they should be dispatched with extreme prejudice. Archons are priests, huge, hulking Fallen who are in charge of relaying the Kell's orders to the servitors. The Archon is believed to convey the Kell's wishes to the Prime, who sends orders out to units across the planet. However, it could be possible that the Archons are merely subjects of the Prime's will. The Kell is the leader of the house, immensely powerful Fallen who should not be taken lightly. Servitors are believed to be relics of the once mighty Fallen civilization. They process matter and energy into ether, which the Fallen need to survive. They support Fallen with powerful energy weapons and defensive systems. Servitors are attached to a Prime Servitor, a huge servitor in symbiosis with the Fallen Archon. While the Kell are political leaders of the Fallen, a Prime Servitor is believed to be more like a god. Recent developments suggest that the Prime Servitors are involved in a Fallen starflight. Let's look at the houses of the Fallen. The Fallen are split up into several houses, each of which seem to have a separate agenda. The houses haven't been seen to unite since the Battle of the Twilight Gap, where all of the houses united in a full assault of the city. The House of Devils is the primarily encountered house on Earth. The Devils led the charge at the Twilight Gap, and are a constant threat, and it wouldn't be too bold to say that they're the biggest threat to Guardians and to the fate of Earth. They're noted for their red clothing and a constant presence in the Cosmodrome, where it's believed they're searching for something buried deep in the ground. It's worried that whatever they are looking for could prove the city's undoing. No records of the Devil's Kell exist, however Guardians have defeated Rixus, a Devil Archon. Rixus was known to collect the skulls of the dead Guardians as trophies. His death is a great relief to the Vanguard. The Devil's Prime Servitor, Sepix, was defeated by a fire team in the Devil's Lair on Earth by order of Zavala. Sepix's destruction will prove invaluable in the fight against the House of Devils. Encountered on Earth upon the discovery of Rasputin, the House of Kings in their banners of gold revealed themselves. Nothing much could be found in the records of this house, but be wary of them. On the moon, Guardians have encountered the House of Exile. Not much is known about this house, but due to its abnormally large populace of dregs, it's suggested that this house is new, perhaps gathered from the outcast of other houses. If this is true, this house is a threat. Such need to secure themselves among their kin could drive them to extreme actions. Venus is home to the House of Winter, draped in blue. They seem interested in the Ishtar Academy on the Shattered Coast, but they might redirect their efforts to the Citadel. The House of Winter was led by Keldraxus, an elusive target for the Vanguard. Cade 6 personally raised the bounty on his head. The Kell was defeated by Guardians who stormed his ketch and slayed him in his throne room. Such a defeat could prove chaotic to the house. Winter's Prime Servitor Simic is reportedly dead. A servitor called Simic 3 was encountered and destroyed by Guardians and was believed to be created from the remains of the original Prime. A note at the bottom of Simic's information read, "Evidence of its demise remains elusive." Little is currently known about the House of Wolves, save for that they believe in the Queen of the Reef to be their Kell.
Fallen!
It is afraid of the Fallen. It does not understand these ones are mine.
It's unknown if the Queen destroyed their previous Kell and took the mantle herself, or if she knows something about Fallen politics that the Vanguard don't. Axor is the Fallen Archon under the discipline of the Prime Servitor Calyx. Axor led assaults on settlements beyond the city and ravaged awoken enclaves in the Reef. The Queen was able to capture Axor and seal him inside the Prison of Elders. However, the House of Winter raided the prison and freed Axor, seeking to force him to join the ranks. They succeeded, but Axor was killed by Guardians before he could fully realize his destruction upon humanity. It's possible that both Axor and Calyx belonged to the House of Wolves prior to their acquisition by the Queen. Some interesting little tidbits of story. Cage 6 recorded an interesting story of a female House of Exile Baron aiding him in combat against the Hive on the Moon. The ending undoes any sense of comradeship between our races, but the sentiment is there. Now, some of you may have seen this little video clip before. A lot of people are claiming that this Dreg says it's the darkness, or something involving the darkness. Similar to how sometimes you could encounter a grunt in Halo and it would call you the demon. But the idea is still there. We have no idea what the Traveler's intentions are. We have no idea if the speaker is misleading us or really is a speaker for the Traveler. There's been so many hints across the entire game that nothing is black and white, and the Awoken are a manifestation of that. I mean, they're the perfect mix between dark and light. So I think we can expect that maybe the Fallen aren't all darkness, and maybe the Guardians aren't all light. There's gonna be a mix in there somewhere. Thanks for watching, Guardians. This has been a Planet Destiny lore video on the Fallen.